I'm here today with Anne and Taylor Stockdale, this year's recipient of the GEM Award. And we've all seen the history that's been in the Eagle Journal and in our History Matters. But I thought it'd be interesting to hear some of the stories, what it took to bring the house back to its former glory. But also, I want to thank you both personally for the amount of effort that you put into this restoration. It means so much to this community that this has really become a focal place in the city, and the amount of work and effort that I know that you both put into this to make this happen. So if you would, Taylor and Ann, if you could tell us some of the background story.
Sure, thank you so much. It's just an immense honor to have won the GEM Award for 2020. I can't tell you how excited we are and how shocked we are, really. And this is the house that I grew up in, of course, a family home that was built in 1910. And I would love to take even a shred of credit for everything that has gone on over the past couple of years. But really, it's been the work of Anne. Anne has really made this happen. So she's the best to talk about the renovations.
Yes. Thank you so much. Our renovations actually started with a couple of contractors, inspectors, telling us that this house was a scraper, which was hard to hear. So we were so pleased to be able to bring the home back to modern functionality while retaining all its original character and charm. And we started that process by putting a whole new foundation under the house. And this house, since it's on A Avenue, it's on a hill, one of the only hills in town. So it has a walkout basement down below. It's actually 3 levels. So we had to renovate the whole foundation, tear it out and redo it. Because the original foundation was made up of round rocks and old cement that was just falling apart. You could see it under the basement walls coming out. So when we did that, of course, the walls are made of lath and plaster. So they had to rip out a lot of the lath and plaster walls down in the basement level to access the foundation. And so when that happened, they accidentally ripped out a lot of the knob and tube wiring, which was probably a good mistake because, of course, that led us to redoing all the electrical in the house. So that meant opening up a lot of the ceilings and the walls everywhere, holes everywhere. So since it was all opened up, we redid all the plumbing, of course, at the same time because some of it was original from the sewer line going down to the alley. So we replaced all the pipes from the main water line coming in from the street all the way from, the sewer lines going out to the alley. And so all new electrical. We had one heater in the basement that was a gravity heater and heated this floor only. So now we have heating and AC on all 3 levels, which is a big upgrade. The house originally didn't have any insulation or was not wrapped in any kind of paper. So when we took off the cedar shingles to replace them with like kind shingles, we found that, no paper, no insulation at all. So we were able to insulate at that time. And we also changed out all the floors on each level because over the years the floors have become uneven and mismatched. So we had to first lay cork on all 3 levels, all the floors, to level them, and then the wood floors went on top of that. So then patching all the walls took quite a long time, and we had to re-skim all the walls in the whole house, all 3 levels, and finally onto paint. And through that we maintained and kept all the original woodwork in the house. We have a lot of wainscoting, a lot of beams, and original French doors with the original glass. And that's one other thing. We have a lot of double hung original windows that we kept and had the weights and pulleys inside renovated as well. We counted up one time for fun how many window panes we have in the house because it was time to clean the windows and find somebody to do it for us. And I think we counted up over 895 window panes of all different sizes. So lots more to it, but that's the gist of what we went through.
So was there a point in time when you said, if you ever turned to Taylor and said, "Oh my God"?
Yes, yes, and it was early on.
Every weekend, pretty much.
It was right after we finally finished the foundation. We thought we were
What
almost done.
What have we done?
Oh gosh, what a relief! We're almost done. And it was really just the beginning. So, but we're thrilled to be here in Coronado and to be in this house.
Yeah, and this home is like a person to me almost. I mean, it's just, you can feel the history of this home. and this sort of symbiotic relationship between the home and the town and this connection. So it feels so good to bring the home back to, as you say, its former glory. It's wonderful.
It's, you know, it was obviously a labor of love when I didn't realize the contractors had said, well, we need, this is a scraper.
Yeah.
And, you know, that must have been just taking your breath away for a moment.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
then
and it wasn't going to happen. Yeah.
and then to turn around and put the amount of effort that took to do this. And like I said, I'm very grateful, as is the city of Coronado, that you went to all that effort. Thank you very much, and congratulations again. This is very well deserved.
Thank you so much.
And thank you, GEM Committee. We had a lot of fun when you were here.
Yeah.
And it was nice to meet all of you. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.